In this video, we introduce lists and reports and show you more uses of flags. From Contacts, see the Stationary Lists Reports section here and use the Lists and Reports button. We can now select on the list we want by first going to the left-hand side Groups and selecting an option. Because we have come from the Work tab from our contact layout, the options shown will automatically be contact work lists, but there are other groups. And we could, for instance, change to contact personal lists, meaning that all the data shown in our lists will be personal data, addresses, telephone numbers, and so on. Notice also that there is a second opportunity to select envelopes or labels, because these are really lists of records with fields and data laid out suitably for envelopes and labels. We shall describe these more in a later video. In the middle section there are list types, and by using the slider here we can see more of them. The list names indicate broadly what fields will be contained in each list. Let's open one. Contact email addresses list. Having selected it, it is now highlighted, and we then click on the right-hand side here to view our data. Taking you through the features of each list. Firstly, all the fields here without a shaded background can be edited, and the changes will be shown in other relevant layouts in Perfect PA. The spyglass here can take us back to the full contact record. As we saw before in an earlier video when talking about text signature preferences, these grey headings here allow you to sort alphabetically by each one, and by clicking again to sort in the reverse order. Up here there are editable heading and subheading fields. Useful if you want to print out a list, which you can do using the preview and print button here. Notice here the navigation console, and you can scroll through records. Let's move through them to get to record 3 of 14 and see this black strip here highlighting this. In the buttons up here we can search while in list view, and we can show all. If not currently looking at our total database in list view, we can switch to this if we wish. And we can export the records on view in the found set showing in our list, and we shall describe this further in a later video. Now, moving on to the use of flags when looking at a set of records in list view, there are two concepts, both helpful for data cleaning and new data entry purposes. Firstly, use of the find flag temp field, and secondly, special flag lists, making it much quicker to make entries in your flag fields. The find flag temp field appears at the right-hand side in most lists. It is most useful when performing a short-term task with your data, and it can be viewed on your contact and business main layouts. You look at your data in list view. You use find flag temp to select relevant records. We've selected some here, let's select another one. You return to the main contact or business layout. And now, after searching on the find flag temp field to ensure that your found set is just those records in which you are interested, you can replace field contents or enter new data in any field using the replace and index features described in a previous video. Special flag lists are also helpful for data cleaning purposes. Let's use lists and reports to go back to our contact work list types, and let's scroll down to see these special flag lists. There are two types. Firstly, yes, no, maybe and alphanumeric, and secondly, yes only. Let's look at this one. Yes, no, maybe and alphanumeric. Clicking on this. The names of the flags are as set in preferences. None have been renamed from their original names yet, but note that there is a Manage Flags button here to do so, and the new names appear here and here. Flags 1, 2, 4 and 5 are yes, no, maybe flags, whilst flags 3, 6 and 7 are alphanumeric flags. The second type of flag list is yes only. Use this when you are not interested in maybe answers, only yes or no. Once you have selected all the yes answers in your list, go to the yes, no, maybe list and set the rest to no, either individually or by using the replace button. Both of these flag lists have actions and searches up here, and note that both have a create category set button here. Let's click on this and see that we can select a category and category type from drop-down lists using the arrows. We have made a selection. Press Continue. Now we get a global warning. You can switch this off in Preferences, and this asks you whether you really want to apply this category to all 6 records in your list. If still unsure, press Cancel and use the Omit button alongside each record to omit some records and repeat the procedure. If sure, press OK. Note that the Omit button appears alongside each record in every list and reduces the found set accordingly by omitting the selected record from it. That ends this video. The next video is about searching on multiple categories.